raindrops fading out another cycle in a pattern old as just imagine you're a little raindrop in a hurricane, and you will see how powerful a tiny drop of rain can be. The raindrops finish out another cycle in a pattern.
Fire.
It's too much. The as far as spiritual jazz goes, I think that's the top for me. That song, Do Rain. And the NTU Troupe vocalist, Andy Bay. The thing I really like about that is it's almost like Buddhist monk chants in the background, and the chords are like, you know, very uplifting but dark at the same time. But ultimately, I think happiness when I hear that song. But man, that shit puts me in a place. And I just remember going, fuck, this whole album, like the whole Taifa Uhuru, the Harlem Bush music series. But I actually favor this one over Uhuru. Mostly because of that song. That one song. The Drinking song is awesome. Uhuru Sasa, I think, is on this one as well. Nope, I'm wrong. Uhuru Sasa's on Uhuru, of course. Rise is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's a great album. So anybody out there, it's available. It's on the internets. Gary Bart's NTU Troupe. Harlem Bush Music, Volume 1 and 2.
Where?
I don't know. What do you think about that one? I'm getting nothing. Here, wait, hold on. Maybe I need to turn up my volume. Oh, there we go. Sorry, my volume was totally muted. So I was like,
everything I was saying.
I was like, she hates it. She's not saying anything.
Oh, no, because the Instagram audio.
I done heard it all now. Well, that's what I call it. It's jazz, and it makes me spiritual.
Sometimes with the Instagram audio, it's better if you just are quiet and let someone talk, and then you talk. You know what I mean? So sometimes I might be a little bit quiet. But
No,
that's only because I want the best sound quality. Shout out to LC. He's the one that asked that. So,
what's that?
Oh, he was saying spiritual jazz. I done heard it all now, but I always felt that jazz is spiritual.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, I guess there is a genre. I guess that's that's what. But I don't know the categorizations and the minutiae of filing things in one jazz sub-genre versus the other. I hate subgenres. Jazz is jazz.
Yeah.
Soul and funk is soul and funk. And rap is rap. I'm going to put my Texas rap next to my New York rap. It's not like my Southern rap is here. And my Philly is over, No, but that is a truly amazing piece of wax right there. So
Zeus talking about Sun Ra.
Um, oh yeah, for sure. Oh, I mean, I have 2 Sun Ra records. You know, like if you want to like start investing in Sun Ra, it's like you got to start like either selling property. You know, I know a Sun Ra collector where it's like, you know, because a lot of those are one-offs. It's like I have the
Right.
Sun Ra like shower curtain record where it's like made, the cover's made out of a shower curtain. Yeah, crazy shit, right? Because that must be worth a lot of money. Have you ever, I'm sure you've seen the Sun Ra Orchestra play.
I've seen them not in person, but yes, I have watched videos.
It's a pretty great experience. I saw them it was in Boston, and it was crazy. They were like barbecuing and playing music on stage. It's weird. You know, they
Wait,
definitely,
they were barbecuing while they were playing music on
yeah,
stage?
yeah. You know, I love the whole, what do you call it? I guess the ethic of music can exist anywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, your stage is anywhere you want. So the places that they would play are, you know, like behind this bar, like on the bar, under the stool. You know, it doesn't, like that whole thing is mind blowing when you think about it, because it's like, yeah, the music can exist anywhere you want.
Anywhere.
And the stage, any stage can be, you know, your stage. So I just really dug that because I never thought about it as abstractly as that. So that was cool. And I think they just did a Space is the Place screening last year with the orchestra there. That was pretty dope. They did it for the some Red Bull event. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions they want to ask? Feel free. You can hit the question box.
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna play you another Gil Scott Heron song and get you in trouble.
Musa Mama is asking, what world sounds are you into these days?
That's okay. Man, I want to come on your show and talk to your audience because that's something my followers would never ask.
Tells you a lot about me.
So, Angolan is probably number one. Angolan music, like Artur Nunes, is kind of like the what would I say? I'm trying to figure out the guy in Colombia that's like the big wig cumbia guy. He's like that version, but for Angola. Anyway, Angolan is just, there's something so incredibly earnest. It's heart-wrenching. It's sad. It's happy at the same time. And anytime that you have 2 conflicting emotions on top of each other riding at once, it becomes complex, like emotionally complex. And I love that. Angolan music is that. Ethiopian, of course, anybody that knows me knows Ethiopian music is big deal with me. Sound of the Police, you know, that I did 10 years ago. 10-year
That's
anniversary.
funny. I was going to play that tonight, but I was like, they might flag me if I play this. So then I didn't play it.
Ethiopian music is just straight up dark. I mean, that's one from People Under the Stairs when I played him. Mahmoud Ahmed record that I got. That was my first kind of real taste of like actually owning a vinyl. He was like, this shit sounds like it was recorded on Mars. And I was like, that's the best description anybody's ever given of Ethiopian music, because it does. Well, certainly that, you know, hybrid of Latin and jazz and electronics, because they were using farfisas and shit like that. Other than that, I mean, I'm a cumbia head, you know, straight up and down. I went to Colombia a few years ago. My mind was blown by the entire country. Best trip, top 4 trips of my life, hands down. It was a musical journey. I was down there with Quantic and B+. They took me to this festival in Cali called Petronio Alvarez, me and my lady. Yo, let me tell you something. I never experienced something so incredibly unison from the audience and from the stage. Like it was like Pacific. So there's regions of music in Colombia, right? So there's the African Pacific region in the west, northwest, and it's like more like gaitas and like marimbas and that things like that, like more kind of like it's not cumbia. This was basically what the festival was acts like this. Thousands of people in the audience, and I'm talking like Coachella style production. Like the visuals were on point, high tech shit. The sound system was better than any sound system you've ever heard at any festival here. And they're just miking these earthy, and it's pounding. The shit is banging. And everybody's dancing. There isn't one snob in the entire crowd. You kidding me? Forget you, America. It's all about Colombia right now. I was like, what? Everybody's having a good time. No one's fronting. And it was just a really unique experience. And, you know, to go from there to Cartagena, to an island off of Cartagena, to Bogota, it was like, it was just loving Colombian music, but learning so much, you know, that there was so much more there than I thought was ever possible. So I walked out of there with my mind blown. Brazilian music, love Brazilian music. But I would say cumbias, Angolan, and Ethiopia are like my top three for sure. I know I stuck on that answer for a long time, and somebody I want to go to Cali and check out the music so bad. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Go to Petronio Alvarez. It's late summer, like in August. Somebody asked me
What
what
was
my
your favorite place to perform?
Favorite place to perform. That's a tough one. I played in Colombia, in Bogota, and in Cali. It was dope. It was really dope. I would say that was one of them. But Japan, Tokyo, in Tokyo. Australia is also really good for crowd. But I'm just trying to think of like the most like what the fuck. There was a place in Shanghai called The Shelter, and it was an old bomb shelter. This place was crazy. Shout out to my man Gary. Gary was the guy who brought in a lot of U.S. acts. And this was a tiny underground, legitimate bomb shelter where everybody was like chain smoking, crazy, like no way. I felt like I was in the cantina in Star Wars. And I performed Sound of the Police there. And like fools are like right up on you. Like you see where this candlestick is, like right there? Mm-hmm. That's where people were, like just like, you know, like total, like the energy was right up in your face, and that was dope. That was a lot of fun. So those are some standouts. Belfast, I played Belfast at during St. Patty's Day. Thought I was gonna get killed. Not because they didn't like me, but because it was so rowdy.
It was so cracking, right?
It was so cracking. I have a video of me filming them lips, like the entire crowd lip syncing Jump Around. And I swear to God, dude, yeah, I thought I was going to get killed. It was at shout out to the Spring and Air Break. That was the venue.
Have you been to Korea?
And coincidentally, another Gary. Thanks for bringing me out, Gary. Huh?
Have you been to Korea?
Oh, my God. Okay, so yeah, Korea, Seoul. I went out there with Steve Aoki. How about that? How about them apples? So, yeah, it was a gig with Steve and I. And back in the mid-2000s, you know, he was doing Cinespace and Banana Split at LAX with AM. And I was doing Star Shoes. So we were all kind of like a Hollywood circuit kind of DJ thing. So, I mean, you know, he was the homie. This was before he blew like completely like cake in the face. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we did that gig.
That one time.
And we did a gig, and it was dope. Yeah, it was cool. Like, I killed it, and then he, went on and did his, like, Nirvana EDM set, and stuff like that. But it was cool. But Seoul, Korea, I killed it on the digging. I got there before a lot of people, so I was happy about that. I got all the Heat 6 records. But yeah, Seoul, Korea is dope. It's like geographically, geographically, it's right in between China and Japan. Well, like the way it, like, culturally and physically looks, it's the exact same way. It almost feels like California a little bit, but you kind of get both of those, like the metropolitan side of, like, Japan side of things, and then you get, the China side of things as well. Yeah, it's an interesting place. I loved it. I want to go back for sure.
Someone asked, is this live? Yes, this is live.
What if what could we do to make them fake that it's not live? Like, if we glitched or something?
I don't know.
Keep him guessing, Patricia. Well, we got fucked for thousands of years being in between them countries. Sorry. Yeah, it's true.
There was another question earlier from Zulu, but I mean, I think you shared, like, your favorite Good Life moments and Project Load moments with us earlier.
Oh, not even close.
Okay. Well, here we go.
No. Volume 10, performing his hit single "Pistol Grip Pump" and getting the mic cut off was so epic because, Dino.
By the way, he's going to be on the show in a couple weeks, y'all.
Dope.
Volume 10.
So ask him about this because he hacked the shit. Like, he was the first Good Life hacker. He got the audience to finish his verse. Right? So he
yes, right?
Yeah. So it's like, I don't even know the curse word in the song. I didn't even know there was a curse word in the song. But anyway, so it goes by, he says that they cut his mic and everybody, like, quickety split just starts fucking finishing his verse. And how are you going to stop the audience? You can't cut off their mic. There isn't none. And so I just remember kind of sitting back going, like, oh shit. Whether he planned this or not, like, he figured this shit out.
I'm definitely going to talk to him about that story.
Next fucking Sin, Power of the P, top moment, bar none, Good Life history for me. These girls walk in, and I've never seen them before, but they look like they could do something, like, looking like they can take care of business on the mic. So they get up there and they start doing their song, and it's called Power of the P. And so, opposite to the Dino thing, right? Like, because he cursed, they cut off his mic, everybody finished it. They didn't curse, and they still got their mic cut off because their subject matter was so, specific. And I remember, and just like David's documentary said, like, fools were throwing dollar bills, like waving dollar bills at him. But it was like, that was a moment, but the song was so dope. And they were so dope. Like, I was like, who are these girls? Like, they just came out of nowhere and are spitting just as hard as any dude in here, for sure. And we don't know who they are. I didn't. And they're doing this song Power of the P that's, incredibly picturesque. And yeah, B Hall went up there and was like, yeah, that's enough of that. But I remember just, everybody was like, forget it. That was, I think that they were newcomers. Zulu, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe they did some things in the past before that, but it's the first time I've ever seen them. And that was like the warmest welcome I've ever seen any newcomer get.
Thank you, Breakbeat Lou, for the love. I really appreciate it. Hit me up too, man.
Oh my God. Yeah, you talked to Lou for days about tons of things. That guy's history goes back.
And that's what I want Thursdays to be. I really want it to be where people can learn the history
Totally. You know, it's amazing to go on Instagram and see so many people talking about history and historical stories right now. I think we mentioned this on the previous episode, but I mean, really, we are so fortunate to have that. Please don't take it for granted, everybody. Like, these stories being told, even if they're wrong, like, you know, because of whatever, senility, or people just flat out stretching the truth. Like, those stories are good too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was on there like, oh yeah, remember Legs when Rocksteady was dancing for Ronald Reagan? He's like, no, we weren't. I was like, that's right, no, you weren't. You know, it's like, I don't know. I was 11 years old. I can't remember. I just think everything that was cool, that was b-boying, was Rocksteady Crew, because you guys were my favorite. So I just say everything's Rocksteady Crew. I think he got mad at me. Like, we wouldn't dance for him.
Zulu said they were there before.
They were, okay. Then I just didn't see them. Damn. So, did they do they did other performances?
Dang, we only have 2 minutes left already.
Oh, it's all good. You know, we can do another day.
Yes, we have to. Are you down to come back?
Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me?
All right.
I can get facts wrong for an hour straight. I mean, just ask Zulu. Like, but yeah, big up Medusa. You know, still one of the best in the game, no doubt. You know what I mean? And Coco, and DJ Drez as well. Yes. You know.
Yes.
So, yeah. Anyway.
I want to say thank you so much for coming on tonight, and thank you for sharing your stories. I know the people really appreciated it, and honestly, I have so much gratitude as well. So
that's so funny. Like, I was gonna do a candlelight set after this, but I'm actually gonna wait till Sunday. I'm gonna do it on Sunday, and it'll be probably 9 o'clock PST. Candlelight set, all jazz, like, you know, for the times.
Thank you to everyone that tuned in too. I want a big shout out to Lynn, who's on here right now. Akine, so many of my sisters are on here tonight. Thanks for the support. I appreciate everybody here, and thank you so much, Chemist. We're definitely going to bring you back.
Man, thank you so much, and good luck to everything. I love your show.
Thank you.
Good luck with the rest
the word
of them.
too, please.
I will definitely. All right, sounds good. Hey, everybody, thanks a lot. I love y'all. Peace. Zulu, Breakbeat Lou. Let's get up, y'all.